somebody else, to an animal. Some of the elements stay in the cosmos, for example. But yes, that was the shape of the universe, say by tree. Only if you were a warrior who was sacrificed in honor to the rain god, for example, you could go straight to heaven, talk to the rain god, and send the rain to the population. All right? Or a woman that died delivering a baby, she could go straight to heavens as well. The rest of them, through the 9 levels of the underworlds. All right? That's the shape of the universe. CEICA, say by tree.
I don't have much. No. Ask your mom. You want a drink?
So we're seeing
This
the
is so
connection
cool.
between the underworld and heaven. And when we die as Mayans, we first go to the purgatory,
And
and
what?
then through the 9 levels, and then up. So basically, Mayans were saying this because it is hollow. Can you hear that? It's like a straw. Basically connecting like an elevator, connecting the underworld and the heaven. So this tree in Maya is called Yaxche. Yaxche, Yax means green and Che wood.
Did you hear that?
Yeah,
What?
this is yesterday.
The tree is hollow.
I know.
Is it?
Is there?
You want to go peck on it?
No?
You don't want to go peck on the tree?
No.
Okay.
This might be a rare type of tree.
It is a very rare type tree. That's why they showed it to you.
Ooh. Wow. Is this one of those? This is so
Get on their
cool.
knees and they used to grind.
They make food from those.
Coca seed, for example. So an archaeologist from the University of Yucatan, you can see her a lot in the store and everything, Lily Sousa. She says that when they come with their microscopes and their technology, they can see proteins that let us know what they used to eat in this house, right?
He's mine. Oh. Alright. Oh. This was a house?
People put these in their backpack. Okay, come on. You can tell when they're walking this.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
Guys, there's
Lizards over there. That's it.
Yeah, we call them Toloc, T-O-L-O-C.
Whoa.
It's already a small house.
This was a house? Wow. Wow. I know, I see it. I see it. Come on, we're falling behind. We're falling behind, come on. Oh, that's pretty. So this was a house. Looked like anyway. That was probably a door, but it got sealed up. Whoa. Whoa. This is so cool. That's a- Wow. I got this from Mexico. From Mexico. Yeah. This is amazing. Wow. This is so sick.
welcome to the shade.
Waiting for a few more.
What does
Alright, how are you doing with the hits? You okay?
comes
That's
out?
about right?
Right?
Alright,
Yeah.
It's a nice temperature right now.
No, it's false. All he do is false. It's actually
Alright.
spring.
We're about to see the residential area, but it's not
No.
just a residential area, it's the residential area because that's the place where the main ruler of Uxmal used to live. Unfortunately, we don't know every single name because they were hieroglyphics, of course. But remember that we had the whole Inquisition coming to Yucatan. So that information about how to write was burned as well. If the Spaniards made a book of instructions about how to read the hieroglyphics, but it was full of mistakes. Okay, so they took it to Europe, and during the Second World War in Germany, that instruction book was found by a Russian soldier, a Russian guy who had never heard about the Yucatan. He didn't know anything about Mexico, about the Mayas, but he was an expert in hieroglyphics from other civilizations and languages. So he read the book and he was able to find the mistakes, right? So thanks to this Russian gentleman whose name was Yuri Knorosov, archaeologists nowadays can read a lot of hieroglyphics. So in Uxmal, they have been able to read a name of one of the rulers. His name was Chanchak Kanal Ahau. Really easy, right, to remember. Chan means like the little one. Chak is the rain or the rain god. Why was he called that way? Because these rulers used to say that they were divine people, that they were able to talk to the rain god, for example, because they used their knowledge probably to control the population. So they didn't share their knowledge only among the elites. So they said, hey, people here, I talked to the rain god. He told me it was gonna rain in September, for example, because it was the rainy season. So the population saw that it was raining in September, and they said, "Oh my God, it's true. This guy can really talk to the rain god." So he said, "You know, guys, I talked to the sun god. He told me it's gonna be hot in May, and it was true." And everybody said it's true, and that's the way they kept it control, right? So that's why his name was Chanchak, or the little brother of the rain god. He was a descendant from the rain god. A part of his name mentioned something like the Lord that sets the sky on fire. So the sun. This gentleman, Chanchak Kanal Ahau, used to live there in that royal palace with his family from 908. All of the temples, the houses that we are seeing right now, were finished when he was the ruler. But remember, we're gonna climb a little bit, if you like to. So we're gonna see a sacred place. Remember that here, this place is protected by the leprechauns, all right? So we need to ask their permission. Are you ready? Okay, we're gonna say something like, Aluches, that's the way we call them, Aluches. Aluches, we're so happy to visit your hometown. That's the only thing they need to know, and they will be happy. So I'm gonna say it and you repeat it, all right? Here we go. Aluches, achki makiwo tokatale shimbatene shintana. Your turn. Easy, right? We can say it word by word, right? Okay, here we go. First we say, and they are living in the cave, so we believe in them. Okay, first of all, we say, Aluches,
Aluches,
achki
Achki,
makiwol
Makiwa,
soka
Soka,
talesh
Talish,
shimba
Shimba,
tenesh
Dinesh,
intana.
Itana.
Perfect, that's it. We're all set. Because yeah, there was a concert once in Chichen Itza, and it was, I think, Luciano Pavarotti or something like that, and they never asked permission to the leprechauns. Everything was a problem. The microphone was not working, the structure collapsed, cables were burning. So they said, you didn't ask permission to the leprechauns. They took a Maya priest, they did it, and everything was wonderful after that, right? So just in case, right? So let's climb right now. Please watch yourself. We're gonna visit that royal palace.
Yeah, come on. Act
That
up,
is
Phoenix.
weird. That is amazing.
Get your hat. Phoenix, come on.
So apparently, I don't believe in conspiracies, but that. Mason, don't pick up anything.
No, I picked up my lid.
Okay. I was about to say, you better not have him picking up any rocks.
You feel you don't want to, you can't, but it's well worth it. If you don't want to, there are some stools right there, some shady area. So we're coming, well, not exactly here this way, but we can come back this way to meet you back in case you decide to stay back. It's well worth it. If you need a handrail, feel free. Here we go.
Wow. There's
Big stairs.
no dip. This is what mine said to climb. Oh my God. Woo. I thought the go.
We are. Here, like a picnic, you can have a seat, you can lay down on the grass. Almost there. So these are residential area. Look at the gardens. There are some murals in some other cities where they show us how they used to welcome the elites from other cities. Okay, that's the main facade. It's from 908 approximately, but about 3 years ago, they were restoring a part of the palace. And you can see the stairway. So on the left side, there is a metal structure covering something. It's another palace. So underneath, they discovered a palace from the 800s. And for sure, there are more and older ones underneath. Oh yeah, so many stages of construction, but that's the last one. So if we continue through the shady area, of course, we're gonna see that agave right there. Have you ever heard about tequila? A little bit? To make tequila, we use the blue agave, Weber. But here, we have a different kind of agave. Same family called Sisal, Sisal, and again, key. When the Yucatan used to export it to the USA in the 1800s and early 1900s, people called it Sisal or Sisal. It's a natural fiber that we extract from that plant, and we use it to make ropes, carpets, and sacks as well. Okay? Here we go.
Basically, out of here is how they were making the rocks back in the 1900s, 1800s, instead nylon, right? Yeah, so basically they were wrapping these like braids in order to tie boats, cattle, everything. Yes, look.
So resistant, so hard to break it.
And when it gets wet, wow, stronger.
Stronger with it, yeah.
Yes.
Watch out, there are thorns. In fact, they use them for piercings.
Piercings. Mayas, they were using these for piercings.
Yeah.
The rulers, they were coming down to these altars and they were pinching their tongues and ears and also genitals in order to expel their blood to please the gods.
The fertility god.
Fertility god, yes.
So what do they do when they find the other? They just leave it alone?
Alone and
I've already got one.
restoring. Yeah, but eventually they will open to the public. Yeah, they're in fact, now we can see like 40% of the surface of the sea. The rest of it is still covered by the trees. Oh yeah. Now we know because there is a new technology now, kind of new. It's called LiDAR. Some kind of lasers. I've seen some kind of aircrafts coming and they kind of throw the lasers, and that lets them see through the jungle.
Under it without hurting.
Under, exactly. So they have discovered so many buildings in Guatemala, here in the Yucatan as well, of course. But this is not even 40% of the surface of the city that we can visit. The rest of it is still covered by the trees. You can see this guy? It's one of the rulers. No? And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 6th door, starting from there. Above, you can see the carvings and the decoration. So we start from the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 6th door, right above, there is a kind of queue, a kind of altar. It's that guy that Manny is showing us. ¿Cómo se llama?
Apaikan.
Apaikan. That's one of the rulers. And of course, Chanchaca Nalahao. That's the way they used to dress, with feathers, jewelry, especially jade, piercings, to show their power, right? Their control. They were divine people, basically. So that's the house where they used to live. The bedrooms. And look again, the metal structure. It's covering an older palace, older than this one, of course. Look at the altar. What's the kind of throne here? That's a jaguar shape. You can see that in most of the cases, the facades, the main ones are facing east-west. East, sunrise. West, sunset. Life, death, life, death, life again. The endless cycle of life. Jaguars hunt at night. So they used to relate the behavior of the jaguar with the sun. Every time we got the sunset, they believed that the sun god was going to the underworld. He had to defeat the lords of the underworld to be able to come out the next morning. Okay? That's the way it worked. So that's the throne that they found there, and that symbol is called picota.
Do you want to know what a picota is? Yes or no? There's so many kids around. So many kids around. Okay, tell you the funny story of this. Basically, by 1975, the Queen Elizabeth, she visited Uxmal. So when local authorities they find out that she was coming to visit Uxmal, this place it was full and surrounded by pinus, like carrying pinus. Okay, like this one right here. Mayans they used to like introduce carrying pinus, giant pinus into the soil, into the earth, like if they were pretending to be fertilizing the soil, the earth, and this is how they were asking for, you know, to be blessed on the agriculture, because this is the only way they knew that you were able to fertilize. Okay, so basically by 1975, when local authorities they found out that this lady was coming, they just gathered all the penises together and put them back there.
In the backyard.
Yeah, in the backyard, like right there. Okay, so basically every time you walk into plazas like this, we call these artifacts picotas. But the truth is that if we dig around, we are going to see the real thing, the pins. Okay, if you go to Chichen Itza, you see the same. Uxmal and many other Mayan cities surrounding. Why is that? Remember that we were talking about the ruler being self-sacrifice with the stingrays or these thorns? Well, they were doing this like right here, and the blood of this guy was being spilled on top of this, and then burn it, and the smoke it was going to the sky, connecting this guy to the gods. Okay, it was more like a ceremony or a ritual, more than a sexual thing. It was more like a ceremony or more you know, sacred. Okay, to these guys. So yes.
Excellent. Now you guys are ready. We continue on the other side.
You're fine.
You're gonna see his balcony of this guy. Really nice view. You're gonna see it because here it's kind of hard to see it, but it's a rain god trying to show us. Limestone, yeah.
Ooh.
Did you forget to put sunscreen right there? This is always like beans. You know.
This is yeah, I'm taking one huge video of it, in fact. He's over here.
You need to be wearing like a tea, bub. Please tell me we
Going back down.
That really nice view. That was the view of this gentleman who used to live here with his family.
and we
You know what? some people used to ask us if there were women building Uxmal. Unfortunately, we didn't know until a few weeks ago. Because now that they're building the train, and they are building a train station in Uxmal as well, the archaeologists found a big stone, we call it stela, with a woman in the stone carving, with weapons, beautiful outfit, ruling Uxmal. So now we know, yes, there were women ruling Uxmal as well. All right, that's the new information we got. All right, you can see here the main temple. The stadium we're gonna be passing, they used to play a sacred game where the winner got a wonderful reward to be sacrificed. Okay, that was the reward. Yeah. Also, you can see the city hall over there we will be passing. And also that building underneath right there used to be the lockers, the changing rooms where the players used to get ready, used to get changed, and they used to get purified before playing there. All right? So from here they used to welcome the royalty from other cities, and they could watch everything. They could see what was going on from here. And also from there. Well, the last one right there. All right? It was a kind of little office of these gentlemen. You can see the turtles. Yeah. Right there. Is it? This is called the House of Turtles, but there are bats inside. This way, there is a shady area and another.
Whoa. This is so cool. This is so cool.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah. And well, here we're gonna see something. We're gonna have some minutes of relaxation because we're gonna continue, right? So we do it in the shady area. So really quick. Okay, why did this civilization collapse? There are many theories about that. National Geographic and also History Channel, Discovery Channel have different theories. They say that the Mayas disappeared. That's what they said. As you can tell, we didn't, right? So about 50% of the population in the Yucatan will be Mayan descendants. So they never disappeared. They say they disappeared. There is a funny show